Hey guys, my name is Sidiak and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 India Edition, baby, where we are now making more money than ever when it comes to cargo planes. We currently have the Calcutta. Is this the goods line for the cargo planes? It is. Finance is now skyrocketing through the roof, and that's all because previously we set it up that planes fly all the way from just over here in Hyderabad, and they take the goods and they deliver it to Calcutta. We've now since set up a system which then pretty much makes the planes load up with steel in Calcutta to then make money coming back the opposite way to dropping off those goods here to produce more goods. It's a cycle of life. It's beautiful. Which basically, in layman terms, means we now make money both ways when it comes to the airplanes. And now finances are going through the roof. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might be our most, yeah, it is. It's our most profitable route we currently have. You might not be able to carry a lot on planes, but boy, oh boy, can you make some serious cash money moolah if you get it just right. Also, last episode, we kind of extended and created more of a hub over here. We're now delivering more goods in general. Things are just going crazy for us, guys. They really are. We are now shipping more goods than we've ever shipped before, and it's absolutely beautiful. But with all this increase in trains, traffic, cargo, there's a few little hiccups lying around that's becoming quite an issue. Now, we've always had this issue here with not enough of the trains coming in to pick up the machines to deliver to all the towns over in Mumbai. One of the reasons is I've got all these cargo trains that are now, and we've added more and more as time has gone on. They're sharing lines with some of the commuter lines, which is not a huge issue if you get it right. But for us, it is slowly becoming a little bit of an issue. Now, the majority of these towns on the Mumbai cargo hub here, it's Anantapur, which is down here. It's Bang, which is Bangalore down here. We've got Bellary, which is just there. We've got Hubli, which is just over here. And that's the main culprits at the moment. It's these four towns just here. Now, what we need to do is we need to find what is the common reason to why the trains are taking so long to get to these destinations. So they kind of come from Mumbai. They travel down. So they utilize these four platforms here. They travel down, going all the way, no issues, no problems, cutting all the way through, loving life. Everything seems to be good until they get to this point where they share a line with this train. Now, they only share it for a certain distance, but there's no holdups here before they turn to then jump onto this main line here. Now, this is where all the traffic slowly begins because they're sharing the line with the commuter line. Now, again, that's not a problem because as soon as it gets to this station here, it completely bypasses it using the middle train tracks. Off it goes, and it's either going to split. Actually, no, it doesn't split here. It continues, and it either splits here or continues going forward. And it's always crisscrossing over one another. Now, as far as I'm concerned right now, it's all good. It's all fine. There's no dramas. There's no stress. What the issues rely on is the distance that it's traveling. There could be a shorter route to which we can do this, which if we can implement that, that will help us out greatly. But also, I know Bangalore right now needs expanding. Because right now, you can see all the trains that come into it. This side's okay for the commuter line. It doesn't share that side with any other line, so it doesn't really matter. But here, we don't have any bypassing tracks, and there is two potential lines that do try and tear through, which means there's always going to be a train waiting to kind of enter in. So, in Bangalore, we've got to set up something similar to what we did in Hyderabad here, with having its own bypassing tracks so cargo trains can completely run through. That's going to be a big help, as well as shortening the distances entirely. So if you are enjoying this series, guys, please make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, so you get notified when more episodes do come out. So let's first start then with widening the Bangalore station. So let's quickly... and this is going to be a little bit of a pain right now. I'm going to throw it out there. It's going to be a little bit of a pain. Let's pause the game, okay? Now, first things first, we're going to quickly configure it. And all I want to do, let me go to the bulldozer in here, is simply on the tracks add an extra 2 and then a platform. Did I just delete a cargo or does it matter? I don't think it, no, it does kind of matter. There, that's where I want it to run. Okay. That's where I want it to run. You're going to go to there, which means a lot of buildings now need to get deleted. A lot of reconfigurations need to kind of be implemented. But in the long run, boys, this will work out for us. This will work out for us. So cargo's just down here. You could argue putting the cargo station there as well, as you got it both sides. But again, it doesn't... Oh, no, it's got to go back further. I do apologize. It has got to go back further. So I think the train tracks is what will help us sort that one out. So platforms, which might destroy some buildings. It does. And before I do anything else, can I get some buildings in for the road? I might need to push the road back. Yeah, we're going to have to slightly push this road back. So if I delete you, you, and you, go back to configuring. So cargo build. I'm going to go for the big boy. Oh, no, you can't even squeeze the big boy cargo building in. Oh, you're joking me. Are you telling me right now that I'm a little bit too far? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bulk it out with these platforms here to see if I can... Yeah, there we go. Just enough to squeeze this in. And can we get some thinner versions? So we got a little bit of different variation in the building there. It's something a little bit different. I've had to kind of bulk it up for a second platform. It is what it is, guys, okay? It is what it is. It will still work the same. It will still work the same. So this is still part of the older station. We've now got like a newer platform variation to what was the original old one because this is such an old station now. This one side is modern. So because this one side's modern, I might just modernize the side that I just built on. There we go. That hides the extensions kind of coming in. Or we could actually add these as part as a modern regeneration kind of project to this area. So we've added some modern canopies, but yet we've still got the older style on the opposite side. So we have a little bit of history still remained in this area. Now what I've got to do is I've got to move over the tunnels by one, which is going to be an even bigger problem now because it's all hooked up and integrated within the existing train line. So if I get my track constructions, I'm not sure what the length was. I'm going to assume it was something crazy like 70 something. Let me spin it right round. And I'm going to go even smaller. Right, I'm going to go 73. And there's a collision. Okay, it causes a collision. Hold on. Oh, damn. I'm allergic to deleting buildings, guys. I think I might be allergic to deleting buildings. Right. It needs to go there, but the collisions are in the way. We most likely are going to have to. And I don't know why I'm kind of beating around the bush, so to speak. But I'm going to have to kind of get rid of the train tracks underneath. I'm going to have to oof the buildings slightly just because they're going to be technically in the way. Oh, hold on, no. I've now got to change it completely because now I'm incorporating 4 train tracks. Of course. I kind of forgot about that. Right. No, this completely changes everything. Yeah, this completely changed. Right, number of tracks. 4. We give a high-speed tracks as well. Right, implement you in. So I have to do the same on this side, spin you right round, which I can't get you in because of the existing train tracks. Well, I'm assuming it's because of the existing train tracks. It actually might be because of that building there as well. Right, there we go. So, oh, do you know what? What's even more annoying is technically they need to be as long as the existing... oh, hang on. Autosaves just killed me right now. They've got to be as long as the existing kind of tunnel sections to make it all kind of fit in with the theme. So we just have to wait for autosave to kick in right now. While I'm waiting, let me take a nice little sip of my tea. Hold on. Delicious, guys. Absolutely delicious. Right, anyway, building-wise, we need to go... Is it 78? It's a bit bigger than that, isn't it? Is it 80? I want to say 86. No, I think it might be 85. 85 is... Or is it 84? No, it's 85. Okay, that's the magic number we've got there. It's been so long since I last built these. It gets quite difficult to remember what I've done. Oh, no, these are definitely got to be shorter. 82. Oh, these are definitely a lot shorter. Right, it could be an 80. Yeah, it's an 80. Right, that's now all implemented. We've just got to get these now connected underground. So what I'll do... I don't like deleting buildings, but I'm going to have to... for the sake of being able to connect underneath. So that middle one goes into there. You're into there. And as soon as I can crisscross them, we're going to do it. And then this is where it does always get a little bit difficult. But I managed to get the crisscross in there perfectly fine. No issues, no questions. Right, this might be a bit of an issue. Right, you're all good. And as soon as we can, we cut it in. But if I'm to have issues, this is where the issues are now going to be. Oh, no. Okay, that... that ran a little bit too smooth, if I'm being honest with you. Also, I'm not liking... as I slowly choke on my own words, I'm not liking the shortness in distance. I feel like we can't have a signal. That's how I'm feeling. But anyway, we've got some issues now with the Bang machines. So manage the line here. So in Bangalore, we got to re-add it back in, new station. Which go there. That's all good for us. And the other line was the Bangalore tools. Added a new station. There we go. So now we've also got a bypassing route as well. Oh, to be honest with you, I could also get them to utilize both sides. Which they don't like the idea of, even though I've got the crisscrossies in. Oh, no. I don't have a both side option. That's why. I don't have a both side option. So after all that then, that should alleviate me a little bit better. To be having trains bypass through and kind of connect through. But that's only one half of the battle. That is literally only one half of the battle right now. So, how can I make things a little bit more efficient for myself? Now, we have the Balgom train line there end, which annoyingly... I could have made it continue up to Mumbai. But, and it's a big but, I have the tram route, or the tram station here, killing us off. Now, there's no way in this world I'm going to be able to have the freedom to kind of build completely over it. No, that was never going to be an option. That was never going to be an option. Now, but at the same time, though, there's nothing stopping me having this come down here to merge down to there. Because all I've got to get it to go to is these two towns here, which takes 2 trains off going through this. Which is actually a huge difference. It's a huge difference, but it would have been nicer to kind of turn it to go this way. Right, I can make life so much easier if I just kind of edited this slightly. Now, do we have any cargo trains going here? We don't. So I'm thinking, what if I scrapped this part of the train station off? And what if I raised this? As much as I could. Oh, come on. There's got to be something here I can do. The answer is going to be no, but I'm not going to be defeated just yet. What I'll do is I'll get rid... No, I don't want to delete you. No. We'll get rid of you for a second. Right. We'll configure this to get rid of the road connection for just a moment, boys. And all we've got now is a bridge pillar collision issue. So ideally, what I would need to do is have it come directly off this. So if I'm going to flatten the terrain right up to it, so I can trick the game into creating a bridge off the train station. Now, I know that's easier said than done, right? But if I can do that lower, if I can do that, then you get no pillars on the actual bridge. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do it unless I need to go a lot lower than what I'm currently doing. Right, is this enough? No, because it does that little bit there. Right, I kind of know what I'm doing, but at the same time I don't know what I'm doing. But if I can get this... Oh, no. If I can get this to work, then we're all good. So tracks. Right, I wonder if I can come off that. No, I feel like it also needs to be like an... Oh, no. I feel like it also needs to be like an elevated platform. Oh! I may have a better option. I think I've just figured out a better option. Hold on. Either this is going to work. If this doesn't work, that's okay. I've got another option. Oh my god, I'm a genius. My genius scares me sometimes. I just make the bypassing tracks go underground because we have nothing coming from this way. So it don't even matter, mate. Oh, oh my goodness me, guys. Guys, come on right now. Am I a genius or am I a genius? Alright, keep it low down for a minute. Oh my goodness me. What is this shenanigans? Oh no. Okay, my genius has ended. Right, I wonder if I build you there. Because this is now going to be fun, right? Right, let me let me redo this. Right, configure. It sticks out way too far, doesn't it? Right, I know what the issue is, but I can now solve it. Because what I can do on the old, where is it? Track constructions. I can make the... Is it underground adjustment? Is it dropping it like so much? Or I can also make the length shorter as well. So that happens there. For that road to go there. So then for the track, or the train track right now, train line. Which I can't see. Oh, autosave's got me again. Right, every time autosave kicks in, I'm taking a sip of my cup of tea. Delicious. Very delicious. Right. Thank you, autosave. Right, where's my... Oh, it's here. It's all the way back there. I was trying to figure out... Oh, no. I was trying to figure out then for a second. Where is... Right, that's to there. Right, not quite. But we are getting somewhere. So I might have gone a little bit overkill with the adjustments there. So tracks. And delete you back. So it's not enough, is it? The elevation change is not enough, so we'll keep the elevation change back to 100%. But we'll heavily shorten the distance of the train tracks, which again should be okay because we get into the point where we're now underneath the road. Yeah, there we go. I should have kept it as it is. So theoretically, this road connection now is back to normal. Minus the fact that we need to do tram tracks connection. La-di-da. And what I'm going to do is, just for the sake of it, because I've now got no cargo stops here. Oh, okay, you can't squeeze that in. That would have been good if I could, but I suppose it doesn't really matter in the end. Right, back into play mode now, so the game can kind of continue. So coming off here then, now this is going to be all geared up for the cargo trains going to a different part or two different cities, which again alleviates pressures. So if I come off there and turn that in. Alright, wait for these trains to pass by real quick. There we go. And then I'm going to run this to here. And then where does that run out? So, drama-free, stress-free. Running the trains. Now we're going to smooth this. Brush size. Smoothie time, guys. It's smoothie time. And I wonder if this is going to update the lines straight away. It does. It already takes a couple of trains. Oh, hold on. It takes all the trains off that existing line. All the routes have now decided to go this way. Okay, that's wild. That's also good for me. That's also very good for me. Because now all of a sudden, we've alleviated a lot of pressures. But you could argue we've put pressures on now on other areas. But it doesn't even matter, mate. It doesn't even matter. Now, they're all... They should all be situated how they need to be. So, by reducing the length it has to travel, inadvertently increases the rate of collection and delivery. He's a genius. Which then alleviates the pressures of trains going through Hyderabad, going through this junction here as well. This junction into Anantapur and going down to Bangalore, but they come this way. So that's where your differences now lie. So my next question obviously would be, is there something I could do here to kind of help me out a little bit better. Now I know... Does any of the lines go to Mysore? They do, right? And they take this new route here as well, don't they? And that bends into there. And then ends. I could run it up, but that's even more chaotic. That would be even more chaotic. I want to keep them all separate. Right, that runs pretty sweet. Going through Bangalore into Hubli, down. But it's got to go around to Mysore, which can be a little bit of a pain, to say the least. So yeah, like I said, I wonder if I can kind of... No, because I'm creating I'm putting too much pressure on the train lines. It's not the world's biggest issue or the world's biggest problem. We've got the bypassing route set up exactly for this. But I just want to make sure that I don't have any issues moving forward. Because if you're now going to have to wait, I don't think that should be here. Oh, snap. What? How did that happen? That one there, because it does back onto the station on this side for Bellary. So I don't really want to do much with that at the moment. The train should now be consistently... They should now consistently keep moving. But I have dramatically taken off. This is now free. Oh no, it's not free. There is a train line coming down. It's actually hard to see what train line that is. Oh no, it's my Mysore line. Okay, so some of them do take that route. Oh no, that's our Pune to Bangalore. It's our Bangalore Tools line. Oh, I do apologise. It's our Bangalore's Tools line. So yeah, that should we should now have a dramatically high increase rate of machines now being delivered. But it will take a time for the trains now to figure out what line they actually now need to be on. So give that some time. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? There is a lot going on. Now my next issues is that we have a lot of people waiting here for the high-speed train line still. Now, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how many trains are put on this line. It's always going to be an issue. And the more trains are put on the line, the more likely the line is going to start losing money. So, theoretically, what I need to do is figure out ways in which I can increase passengers moving that don't have to rely solely on the high-speed train routes. Now, there's a lot of passengers here for this train. This finances does pretty well. A lot of people waiting here. We seem to do a pretty good job in general with the airport. But I feel like we might need a few more airports. Now, we've got one down here which serves this area. I don't really have one in this central area here, which I feel like Hyderabad could need some relief. Then again, so could Nagpur right now. Both of these here could heavily need some relief from an airport. That would be huge for these guys. So why don't we try and plan out and see what we could potentially do? Ideally, what we could do is we could create a commuter route that goes from Hyderabad to Nagpur. So we have the right side of Nagpur only being utilized here. So if I had a train come out here and obviously make its way down to Hyderabad, which also is only being utilized one side on the right. If I make them come from the opposite sides, but in the middle, we have a station that connects to an airport. And that's not only how we can transfer the passengers between the two cities, but also to an airport. Thus, then meaning I can reduce the amount of high-speed trains on the high-speed train line, and they can go back to being high-speed. At the moment, they're not so much high-speed. So, theoretically, I need an airport around this area. That's the only place we're going to be able to get it in. and for it to make the most sense of how this train line is going to run and how it's going to work. So, first things first then, let me see where this train line, running in a straight line, is pretty much going to go. So if I remain it to stick underground for the most part here. So yeah, it does have to be around this vicinity, but I'm going to bring it to about there. Raise it up a bit, not too much that it kind of then starts to poke out, because I will make it poke out in just a moment. So this could be great relief for the two cities, because at the moment, Nagpur has got so many people want to go to Hyderabad, or in that direction, I should say. And this one's got so many people want to go to Nagpur in that direction. Now, it doesn't mean they want to go to the cities. It just means they want to head that direction. So if I can just alleviate some pressures of people who wanted to go to them two cities on a commuter line to an airport, it will take a bit of pressure off the high-speed train line. Then I won't have the need for having so many trains. Right. This is now up to a normal level. And run you. So the reason I've done it like that is so then I can build said station. We don't need a bypassing line because it's only going to have one train on it, basically. 2 tracks. I'm going to go nice and big, so I've got all the more room to implement an airport here. And then we've got to come off this. So at what point can I turn it? So that will do it. Again, it hasn't got to be anything crazy, but this relief airport, or this relief line, I should call it, will do exactly what I need it to do. So we'll add the crisscrosses in because you just never know how busy it's going to be. It's basically serving 2 major hub cities this airport will be doing. So you just don't know about how many trains I'm going to need to kind of like transport the people back and forth. So that's him. Don't need to do it here because you're not doing anything crazy just there. And let me just now get a road quickly connected in. Now we'll do a little terraforming at some point. No need to stress just yet. So it's quite a big airport, isn't it? It is a real big airport. Yikes. You kind of forget how big the airport is. So let me make this road a little bit longer. And drop you in there, which does connect to the train station. So I'm going to pull it just here. Right, they're not going to like the emissions coming from. What do I put on that side? I mean, I could put it on that side. Nah, I'm not going to have the room. I need the room over here. And I'm able to terraform a little bit more on this side if needs be. So let's configure this real quick. We'll get rid of all those to drop the main building more. Oh. Right, scrap that then. We're going to quickly terraform what we can. Is there a big elevation change of some sorts? Right, get you there. I was hoping I can get the main building connected better. Right, there we go. We'll put the main building here. No, actually, we'll put the main building here. It's directly outside. Makes life a little bit easier. So passenger, passenger, passenger. We won't need cargo, but I will put a hangar down. Oh, no, let me do another passenger, and then I'll do a hangar. So how far can we go with this? Can't go any further. That's where we need a little bit of terrain right now. Configure. bam. Right, airport is pretty much set up. Right, the city of Niz right there are gonna hate this airport with the emissions. They are gonna hate it. But there's not much we can do, unfortunately. There's not much we can do. I'm liking the little hills. I do like this. They are gonna hate it. They really are gonna hate it. Right, new line. Oh no, wrong station. Right, bam. 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 So, we are on the correct sides in... Hyderabad, get to utilize both sides there. Nagpur, both sides there. That's, again, all it needs to do. So, let me quickly throw in the train depot. Or it is called the train depot. I have to think now. Is it called the rail depot? Right, in you go. There you go. So just a nice simple train that can do a nice little back and forth. We'll do multi-unit electric. Do it by... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it by running costs. So the most expensive down there. And we just need something that ideally can carry a bulk of people. Do you know what? That's not bad. But that's half the price, almost. At 115. I'll put 2 on the line to begin with, and then we'll see how we get on. Right. Now, that will carry some passengers. It will carry some passengers. I got to sort out signals, but you won't see the full effect of it until, of course, we've got plane routes on the go. Right, do the same down here. And just going in real quick. Right, that's all the signals I technically need to do. Let's create some plane routes. So, is a plane route too short from there to there? I reckon it will be okay if you just minimalize the amount of planes on the route. So up to New Delhi. And where's that airport? Over to Calcutta. They're my only airports, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. So let's now buy the planes. And we're going for those big boys. Those big boys. Obviously, you want passenger planes. I could do the DC-10, or I can go for like a Boeing or like an Airbus. But the size comparisons are completely wild. I reckon I only need an Airbus for the line to... It's Coimbatore, isn't it? It's our Coimbatore airport. We'll go for 2 big boys for New Delhi, which would be our 26 line. And then 2 big boys for our Calcutta line. And then we'll see how we get on with those. But I feel like that's pretty much all we need to do. Now, all the other places, like Niz here, I could connect to it, but it can get on a tram down and train up. You know, double monies, double monies. That's already got 20 people on the train, which is wild. And then we give this some time to quickly now skadoodle through. What I will do is on these lines real quick, get them to utilize all of the gates at each airport. We can then maximize the amount of or how efficient the planes are going to be running. And hopefully these will also eventually turn out to be big money makers for us as well. So yeah, they do connect. Just double checking they do connect. And line 24 has already got 99 people waiting on it. So it will become a heavy relief line for the connection of those two cities. And time will tell how busy it will become. Look, 98 people already waiting here. It's a good idea, this. It is a really good idea. And then whack an airport in the middle. Do you know what? That distance is not too bad. It'll be fine, I think. It'll be fine. Right, the train on this line, which is it this train here? No, that's our HST line. Is it you? Coim Airport. You know what? We're going to manage this. Wait, no, is it that line? Coim Airport, one train. Yeah, it is that train. Right, we're going to manage this, and we're going to replace it now with a bigger train. And it's got an 88 capacity. We'll go with 190. That feels way too much. 115 for what? An extra 27 passengers? I mean, an extra 10 times it would have carried an extra 270 passengers. So, you know, you can't argue at that, I'm assuming. We can't argue with that. I'm more concerned about the amount of people it brings to the airport is what I really care about. Right, anyway, where's this new airport? So, here's a train coming down right now. Filled to the brim, might I add. How many people get off here? So, a few people got off, and there's actually a few people got off the train beforehand as well. But at the same time, it's also relieving pressures and travelling people down this way. So all the pressures are being relieved. All the pressures are being relieved. I just wonder how it's going to turn out in the long run, though. Because, like I said, it will take more and more trains off the high-speed train line in general. Thus, then me removing a couple of trains, which will then be less hold up on the high-speed train line in general. Meaning they can kind of flow at a higher speed over a longer period. Right, do I want to know about New Delhi? Line 9, which is this one here. Do we have signals on this line? I don't believe we do. It's a simple back and forth, so nothing is really needed. Until there. We're going to add a second train on that line, because it seems to be a little bit busy. Doesn't it, boys? It seems to be a little bit busy. And what about underneath? We're all okay. I think the frequency is there for us. But not so much in that green line. Hence why we get an additional train on the go. Having that station there was a huge help for us because it meant that this train had the ability to stop. You can see when I implemented that additional train stop, it now, same expenses, you know, an extra, 15% more income, which is great. Right. We were still waiting for this relief to happen. It is getting there. But that line could probably do now with an additional train. It's becoming a little bit more busier than I expected, which is always a good thing. And when the people leave this, where do they cross the road? That's quite important for us to find out. Oh, they cross it instantly right there. Okay, that's perfect. I was having visions that they have to walk like half a mile up the road to cross over, but the fact they can do it straight directly out. Good. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me, boys. People are getting off this train. Do you know what? A fair few just got off that train. So I feel like we are slowly getting through the backlog of our high-speed train line now. It always helps to add more buildings onto it, which gives us a higher passenger capacity. But I feel like we're going to be going through the numbers. And off the trains go. So there's a train back right... a plane back right now. It's got 2 passengers on board. We just gotta wait for those peeps to get over here. Oh wait, it's a slow burner, the planes to begin with. It always takes a while. Always takes a while. We've upped the numbers here. Look at it. There's no one now waiting for the cow line. The HST one is dramatically reduced. You could argue they've all gone onto the line 24. Is what it is. It is what it is, boys. I'm hoping they're not seeing this as the shortcut route, so they're going on a high-speed train to get off there. To go that. To get back onto the high-speed train line. I'm hoping that's not what they're doing. That would be funny. But I'm hoping that's not what they're doing. It would be funny if that is what they're doing, though. But surely not. 33 people on board there. I'm wondering if I need to get a 4th train on this line. Or just in general. Do you know what? I will get a 4th train. But I'm also going to replace them via capacity. I probably won't need as big of trains now. So we've got these ones here at 115. 160s. That gave us like nearly an extra 200 capacity on top of the 4 that I just had. So hopefully we can make some strides into that. And then we leave it like that. Right. You're the plane with 60 on board. Damn. 60 passengers on board. How much do you make? That's the interesting question. How much, how much, how much? 5.4 million. We will take it. We will take it. Right, this is going to be a great success. It really is. I can see it slowly happening. Down here then, less people now at Bangalore. So us having changed the cargo trains, which meant now the passenger train lines can arrive in more frequency. We seem to have a bit of an issue here. The Best of Trick trains. Oh my goodness me, they're old. There's still steam. Holy smokes. Literally, holy smokes. Smoke. Right, let's replace these. I don't know if the line's already electrified. It should be. It should be. I'm going to go with these 198 capacity. The dual stock ones. Right, that should solve some big issues. I don't know if this train was perfectly there in time to benefit from it. It is. So that will get through that backlog of passengers now waiting. Very good, very good, very good. Dang, that's crazy, isn't it? A lot of people over here right now. Really? Oh my. It might be worth an additional train. If it truly is that busy. You don't realise how many passengers you are carrying around. You really don't realise it. So we've got Bangalore numbers down right now. And we are starting to reduce the Hyderabad numbers. Which is looking pretty good. And then Nagpur. That line 24 is a little bit worrying. I think I might just go all out. And just, you know, bite the bullet. And just go for the big dual stock ones. That will carry the most amount of passengers I need to shift. That's ultimately the only way I'm going to be able to get it done. Right, we got a lot of cargo still for the Bang Machines line. Who are you for? Bang Machines. Perfect timing. Now, they carry 120. What are you dropping off? You're dropping off like some tools, aren't you? Tools for Mysore machines. Okay, it all works. It makes money along the line somehow. 120 going back. And then there is a second train to come in, so that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. No dramas on those lines at all. That should be all okay. I mean, what we could also do with... There's a signal there. Just so this train hasn't got to wait all the way back to where the other signal was. Just gives it a little bit more breathing space. So to pull out when it needs to pull out. Right, okay. So, we should now be moving all the numbers. Bangalore's looking pretty good again. Bangalore could do with a nice little loop going around at some point as well. That train is now carrying all the passengers, which is what I like to see. Very good, very good. This bypassing route in Nagpur should now be able to pick up so many more passengers, which is now about to take a big chunk out of the current ones waiting. That's one that's recently just picked up. Well, he's recently just picked up and it's still got that many people waiting. We might even have to have like another train line on this. I mean, I don't want to go down that route, but it's looking like we're going to have to need one. What's that now waiting for? It should at least be able to kind of head out. Is that stuck? I think that might be stuck, that train. It's waiting for a free path. Wait, hold on. Oh no. I've got these on the wrong way round. Seniac. You fool. You fool, Seniac. Now I've got to wait for all the trains to complete their routes. Oh no! Okay, we're okay. I figured it out in the end. We got it figured out in the end, so that should now be a little bit more efficient. You fool! Right, have we now started to move more people on line 9 with the addition of an additional train? I mean, we are moving more people, right? Don't need bigger trains? What's the dealio? We'll see. It could literally be the trains only just got there. So give it some time. Is New Delhi still growing, by the way? It is. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. And how's Calcutta again? How is the steel line in Calcutta now doing? Has that kind of maxed out? Is Calcutta still growing, by the way? Yep. This steel line that we kind of built up, which is absolutely wild. Looking pretty good. That train is, in terms of finance, is doing pretty well. I've got 2 trains on that line making money. More deliveries slowly coming in. Needs an ore delivery. That's definitely coming in. So it's looking pretty good. It's doing exactly what I needed to do, is the main thing. Busy, busy, busy. That's all I can say. Busy, busy, busy. And are you okay still? Yeah, you got loads of brick coming in. Or being produced. Loads of stone being delivered. I don't think I've got any issues. There's a big standout issue here. I don't have to keep adding trains to it, but this is getting kind of slightly out of hand. It could be the amount of people now going to Hyderabad on all different lines. Especially that plane line. Which this one, making profit. This one, not yet making profit. This one, not yet making... Only one of them is making profit so far, but it's a bit time consuming. But I'm hoping now I've set the lines up correctly. They now know what they've got to do. And they now leave all going in the correct directions. Thank God we finally figured it out. Otherwise, that would have been a big boo-boo on my part. So, we are now so much more efficient. I'm not going to say that it now means I'm making more money, but you can see the slight change. I haven't really created many new lines, apart from, obviously, the plane routes, which are yet to make major money. But you can see I'm having a slight increase as time goes on. We've recently, for the first time, crossed the 2 billion mark, and I think we just had a record income year of 2.12 billion, right? No, this year so far, 2.18 billion. So this current year that I'm in right now is about to be my most profitable, well, I won't say most profitable, my highest income year to date. It's literally just ended 2.22 billion. Oh my goodness me. And that is mainly just making things a little bit more efficient. Guys, efficiency is the key right now. Hope you did enjoy this. We got some big expansions coming in the next episode. Until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.